Hey y'all, it's B. Welcome back to my channel. Today I am doing my weekly cash stuffing. Hopefully everybody had a wonderful week. It was a good week. I'm just really tired. Work really took a lot out of me this week, but hey, we're here. We're doing our cash stuffing, keeping ourselves accountable, and yeah, I'm just gonna get started and get counting so that we can go ahead and get us set up for the next week. All right, let's see. Amazing. Okay, 200, a 50, then we got 20, 40, 60, and 20s. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, and 10s. Then 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80, 85, and 5s. And then we do have a star note this week, y'all. Alright, so that, oops. Anyway, it was 286. I accidentally added 10 instead of 1, but I feel like this video is going to be a little bit of a mess because I'm so tired. But it's okay. It's okay. We're here. Alright, let's get started in our personal binder. Wednesdays, oops, getting it to $5. So I got 10, 15, 20, 25, which we'll be able to go out to lunch this week, which honestly love. Clothing is getting 5, so let's see, 20, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50. I need to get new work shoes because my feet are hurting. So what was that? 20, 30, 40, 50. I need like $20 more, which I might just pull from something else just so that I can get those because it's needed. It's really needed. Self-care is getting 5, and that's the only thing that's in there for my coffee every week. Treat yourself is getting another 5, or a 5 as well. I got 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, which I think is enough for the laptop case I want to get because mine is falling apart. I feel like if I drop it one more time, or I don't like drop it, but you know, like, I don't know, if I do one more thing to it, I don't know if the case is even going to do anything. It's not keeping it safe, I don't think. Household is getting 5, so I got 50, 55, and 60 in here. Let's see, miscellaneous is gonna stay at its $50, which I might just pull from here because I haven't really pulled from my miscellaneous other than when I did my cash condensing. I was moving some money around and it's not really serving me, so I might, that's a thought. That is a thought. Okay. Star note, so let's see, 009, where do you fit? Right here. So now I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. And they're all in numerical order because that's how my brain works, and that's, if I'm going to collect these, I'm going to collect them the right way in my brain. I still have my 5s and my 10s in here, or my single 10. I have yet to find a second one, but in due time it will happen. Alrighty, so now into my sinking funds. All right, I went ahead and wrote everything out just because I know with how tired I am, I will probably mess it up. So I did that in advance. So date night is getting 10. So I got 20, 30, 40, 50, and 55 here in date night. Yep, 55. So let's see. Birthdays. Oh, I took it all out. Doesn't matter. It's getting 10. So we've got 20, 40, 50, 60, 70, 85 here in birthdays. Excuse me, which that's correct. Vehicle gets its usual 15. So it's gonna get, or now it has 100, 200, 300, 320, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 75, 80, 85, 90, 95. Wow, 395. That'll be up to 400 next week. I need to take my car in for an oil change. I was like, why is there so much in there? That's why. That's why. Medical getting its $15 as well. So that's 100, 150, 170, 180, 90, 200, 10, 20, oops, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 56. Here in medical. Yep. Emergency also getting 15, which I think this puts me up to 410. So let's double check that. 100, 200, 250, 300, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 95, 400, and 510, which helps me breathe a little bit more knowing that there's 400 in here. I usually like to keep 1,000, but I had to use pretty much the entire emergency fund earlier in this year. So we're building it back up slowly but steadily, and it's nice being able to see that number rise. All right, vacation got its 25. So I've got 20, 40, 60, 65, 70, 75 here in vacation now. Christmas is getting 20 as per usual. Now it has 100, 200, 300, 400, 450, 470, 490, 510, 530, 540, $540, which I've already gotten like a few things for Christmas for people already. And my goal is 700, so I'm making really good progress on that. So I think once I have that 700, I'm just gonna stop stuffing it, and then I'll probably start again in January. Land getting the $200 bills over here. So now we have 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, 4,000. I was like, wait, I'm missing one of those. So let's start over. 1, 2, 3, 4,500. 4,500 in the bank. So then 600, 700, 800, 900, 5,000, 5,100, 150, 200, 5,200. The goal here is 10,000 by the end of the year. So if we don't find land first, this is essentially like towards like the down payment for land, or like my portion of the land anyway. So that's what we're shooting for. Wedding is getting 5, so I've got 50, 70, 90, 95, 100, 105, 110 in here. And $5 also in new home. So new home should be the same. So 50, 70, 90, 95, 100, 5 and 10, which is perfect. All right. That is all for my sinking funds. And now my favorite binder, the 6-month buffer binder. Once I have like another month in most of my envelopes, I'm gonna do a cash unstuffing / cash condensing for my other binders. I like to just put it all in one video, because then I'll be able to color more of these baubles. It's bubbles, but I call them baubles. That's a callback to an old video. All right, rent is getting 50, so we have 1 month already, and then 100, 200, 300, 400, 500, 550, 600, and 700 in here. Car insurance is getting 10, so I've got 2 months in the bank, and then 20, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80 in here. Phone is getting 5. That's got some blue dye on it. It's all right. 3 months in the bank, then 20, 25, 30, 35, and 40 in the envelope. Electric is getting 15. So 2 months in the bank, and then 50, 70, 80, 90, 100, 110, 115, 120, 25, 30, 130, which I believe that is a month. So this one's ready, which is amazing. Gas is getting 5, so I've got 3, 4 months in the bank, and 5, 10, 15, 20 in gas. Out to eat is getting 5, so I've got 50, I almost dropped that, 50, 80, 90, 95, 100, 5 and 10, 110 in here. Groceries is getting 10, so I've got 100, 150, 60, 70, 80, 90, 195 in groceries. Health insurance gets 35, 20, 30, and 5. All right, so I've got 2 months, and then 100, 20, 40, 60, 80, 200, 10, 20, 30, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 265, which I've got a few weeks for this one to get up to another month. And subscriptions, getting our last 5 as always. I've got 3 months in the bank, then 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 in here. Well, that concludes our cash stuffing for this week, y'all. I hope you guys have a wonderful week, and as always, thank you for supporting me and watching all of my videos, and I will see you next time. Bye, y'all.